That down. Let's move into this, shall we? You know, Deadpool and Wolverine, we're now under 40 days. What are we, like 36 days, 35 days, something along that line? From when Deadpool and Wolverine finally arrives in theaters, the box office projections are like almost unrealistically high. I wonder if they'll actually get that big, but it's going to be huge regardless. It's going to be absolutely huge. Now, a big deal was made when they first announced that they were going to be doing Deadpool 3. A lot of naysayers came out and said, they're going to Disneyfy it. They're not going to actually let them be R-rated. They're not going to actually let them go hard. They're going to Disneyfy it, make it kid-friendly. It's going to be PG-13. Despite the fact that they were adamant that, no, it's going to be rated R. And then the naysayer said, well, okay, maybe it'll be rated R, but it'll be totally snip, neutered. Not like really R. Like maybe they'll drop some F-bombs, but it's not going to be really R. And then they came back and said, no, it's going to be really rated R. Well, apparently, even after Ryan Reynolds and the writers of the movie said, you know what, we got no notes. Like they let us do whatever it is we wanted to do. But apparently that wasn't necessarily true. Because in a recent interview, the director of Deadpool and Wolverine, Sean Levy, he actually revealed that there was one rule that they gave them for Deadpool 3, a line, if you will, that they were not supposed to cross. This comes to us from over at MovieWeb. There are some more risque jokes references vetoed by Feige, but the overt drug use. Here it is. Sean Levy said this: I'm so wary of what I can say, but certainly there were early conversations about overt drug use. So apparently there was one line that Kevin Feige gave them that said you can't cross. Understanding that even though it's rated R, there are still going to be kids that watch this movie. What we don't want to have in it is overt drug use. Okay? We can show them gore. We can show them naughty bits. We can have lots of heads being cut off and lots of swearing, but we don't want to be accused of trying to encourage kids of doing drugs. So he gave that one rule. No overt drug use. Which is really funny, because if you guys remember the first trailer for Deadpool and Wolverine, what the creators of Deadpool decided to do is like, okay, we can't do drug use. Great. We're going to make fun of you for that. And in this scene in the trailer where Wade is talking to Blind Al and Blind Al goes, want to do some cocaine? And Wade says to her, come on, you know, that's the one thing Feige said we couldn't do. So you're going to tell us we can't do it? Okay, we're going to make a joke out of it then. That is the one thing that Feige, he says in the trailer, it's the one thing Feige said we couldn't do. And then what do they say? Want to call it something else? And what are some of the lines they call it?
Oh, there was a few. There was like Force Bump. There was
Bump.
White Girl Interrupted. There was Booger Sugar. There was a few of them.
Oh, do you want to build a snowman?
Do you want to build a snowman?
They said, okay, we can't show overt drug use. Great. We're going to make fun of it then. Like incessantly. Do you want to build a snowman? I still think was my Forrest Bump is pretty good too. White Girl Interrupted. I loved it. I just thought it was funny in the trailer, but now knowing that the genesis of that joke came from Kevin Feige actually telling them the one thing you can't do is show drug use. Now I want to go back and watch that trailer again, because now I think it's going to make that scene all the funnier.
Well, in reality, like there's only a few characters in the Deadpool universe where you could talk about drugs and stuff. There's only characters like he wouldn't be talking about it with like Wolverine or somebody, right?
Why not?
Well, it just seemed so out of like I don't know.
Deadpool talks about getting an erection watching Wolverine doing stuff.
I'm saying that scene,
like using it with Wolverine.
That scene that where he's actually doing it with the what's that grandma name? What's her name?
Blind Al.
Yeah, that works perfect. But he's not going to be doing that with like Vanessa or what's her name?
Vanessa, of course he would. Of course they did. I think they did drugs together in the first ones.
Oh,
they did drugs together.
Ray, I think you better just stop where you're at, because you just lost this debate.
I know. I'm just saying drugs. The drug talk is funny, but it's not needed. Like we don't.
No, you're right. We don't need to see. We don't need to see Wade actually splitting out lines and snorting cocaine to make. I totally agree. There's no need for it. I just think it's funny that, they probably wouldn't have had it anyway. But that Kevin Feige mentioning them, the one thing I don't want you to do is do this. So they immediately thought, okay, but we're going to make that a thing now. And they put it into the trailer.
That's what makes that scene so hilarious. Just knowing that it makes it a lot more funny. And we saw it was part of the actual movie. It just wasn't for the trailer, right? At CinemaCon when they showed us that whole birthday scene.
Oh yeah, they showed us a full segment of the
so it
movie,
wasn't-
and that was part of it. So, I mean, it's good. You know what? I know this is stupid and it's kind of off track. My whole life, I'm not just when talking about movies. My whole life, whenever somebody mentions cocaine, and I want to see if anybody in the live chat gets this reference. Tell me if you get. Whenever ever somebody mentions cocaine in a real life conversation, in a television show, whatever, all I hear in my head is cocaine. That's all I hear. I want to see if anybody in the live chat gets that reference and what that comes from. But when somebody in real life, whether it's in a trailer or a movie in real life, and somebody says cocaine, in my brain, I hear cocaine. And it's not Pacino or Scarface. That's it. Spicy Memes got it. Do you got Spicy Memes there?
It's going so fast, I missed it.
Okay, Spicy
there.
Memes gets it. Bedazzled. Good. Big points for you, Spicy Memes. Bedazzled when Brendan Fraser is like going through all his wishes with the devil, and he wants to be, he wakes up as a Mexican drug lord of some kind. And he's like, he doesn't know how, but he's speaking Spanish. And the way he says cocaine, I don't know why. Whenever I hear anybody in real life say cocaine, I just hear Brendan Fraser's voice going cocaine in my brain, and I don't know why. Guys, we want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Liquid IV. You know, it seems like summer's just designed to make us thirsty, whether it's camping, hiking, playing sports, and staying hydrated is the key to making the most of every moment. Because summer requires extraordinary hydration that's built for everyday dehydrating moments. Liquid IV hydrates me with benefits like electrolytes, essential vitamins, and clinically tested nutrients. With 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink plus 8 vitamins and nutrients in a single stick, it's clearly why Liquid IV is the #1 powdered hydration brand in America. It has 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink. Just tear, pour, and live more. Just 1 stick plus 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone. With 8 vitamins and nutrients, non-GMO and free from gluten, dairy, and soy. There's no artificial colors or sweeteners, and it's got 4 delicious sugar-free flavors: white peach, green grape, raspberry melon, and lemon lime. So turn your ordinary water into extraordinary hydration with Liquid IV. Get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com and use the code CAMPEA at checkout. That's 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code CAMPEA at liquidiv.com. Anyway, that had nothing to do with anything. Guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Apparently, there was indeed one rule that Marvel set for Deadpool, and they kind of tried to find a way to break it anyway. I don't know. Whatever you guys think about it, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.